Hello everyone, I am Shubham. I will be explaining you how to use the Salesforce web form component in your Framer sites. And let's begin. So I have this component. I've added the component on the uh, canvas. I have some fields already populated over here, which are some standard fields of click to lead. If I go into the settings, I see a couple of things that I can configure. We'll start with first the form setup, and we are by default on the web to lead form. If you click on it, we also have web to case. We'll see that later. First, let's configure this form setup. For that, we'll first go to uh, company information, and we'll grab the Salesforce org ID, add the ID. For return URL, we can add URL where we want to redirect the users on success. For now, we'll just add a random URL. Then we can change the button name or the button title, and we can also change the button title for it to show. We can also change the submit button text and submit button text while it is in submitting stage. Okay, so I've changed this, and we can test it, but before that we'll need to see some see some we'll need to check some things inside Salesforce. We'll go to the setup page for web to lead and see if it's enabled. So first we'll enable this. So we'll also look at the captcha after some time. So we have enabled it, and we can just go into the preview mode, and let's try to test it. First, let me show you that there are no leads. Okay, and then we'll start with some data. Okay, if I try something else, let's show me. And for we'll add some data, and we'll just try to send it, and it says thank you, we have the lead in our Salesforce instance. Ideally we have that. Yeah, we have got the lead. And then we will now see that what configurations we can do in the form to customize it to your needs. Okay, I'll delete that lead and we'll come back on the configuration. And now we can see the next setup areas. Second is the field setup. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 fields that we have over here. Now let's say I want to remove company field. I don't want the city field as well as state field. Okay, that's one thing that we did. Then let's say I go to layout. I want to reduce the corner radius a bit. I'll say 15 pixel. I want softer shadows, and we can do 2 column, but I want 1 column for now. We can increase the field spacing, also the padding a bit. Okay, now it looks a bit little good. Okay, then I'll add we can also change the form colors, but for now I'm not changing any form colors. I want the white background. Then input field, we can change the input field colors. I'll slightly make it little reddish. Okay, and the border color as well, just to match the theme a little bit. Okay, okay, this looks good. And text color can be as it is, label colors can be as it is. We can change the font if you want. Okay, I'll keep this, and this should be good. uh yeah, we can do also other changes as well, but for now I'll again go to the button styling. I'll change the background color of button to something like this, and I'll copy. Okay, something like yeah, this should be good. And I'll use this color in hover state as well. Hover state I'll show a little lighter version, and in press state I'll do a little darker version. Okay, so we have these three versions. The text color will be white, and we can improve the corner radius for this. We can also change the font of our form. Okay, we have came to this for now. Then we'll also look at the, okay, so validation are like we can show the inline errors, we can trigger the inline errors on blur of the fields. We'll not do it for now, and we'll just keep it as it is. We can change the error color, error background color. We'll also keep this as is for now. For feedback messaging, we have this. We'll not be using the redirect scenario. We'll be using the success message that we saw. But to match the design again, we'll change the icon color of success to match something that we already have. Let's do it this red. Okay, and success message. Yeah, let's keep it as it is. And again, we can change the message. Your are part of the journey. We will contact you soon. Okay, so I'm changing the success message so that we can look at it. And these two features I'll show you after this. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, now this looks a little pretty than the earlier one and matches the background. Now let's try this again, and I'll just add a random email, test it. Okay, now this looks a little matching to the theme that we have, or the design that we have. Uh, that is about web to lead. Now we can actually add more fields also, and two special kind of fields that I want to show you is, let's say we have this lead page. We have multiple fields. Let's see which fields we can add. If I go to create web form, web to lead form, we'll have some fields. Okay, so let me use employees. Okay, let's go to object setup, and you see industry. Yeah, lead source. Okay, so we can add lead source. One sec. Go to lead source, is a pick list. So what we're going to do is we'll add a hidden field over here, which will be lead source. If you can look at here, the field source field is been displayed, but I'll hide it. I'll add a value. Let me see what is the field possible values. We must be having a web. Okay, so we'll have a web value. We'll map it to web. So since this is a web lead, okay, we also have pattern and pattern mismatch error. We'll like that. Look at that later. And now, if I go again back to this, and test this, yeah. Now let's go back to leads, and this was the recent one, and it should have the lead source. Okay, let me check what just happened. Uh, One sec. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, it happens. So we have set it to, yeah. So just we'll again try to preview the form. We'll go into the full screen mode, and I'll refresh the form. Okay, I'll reload the form. I'm pressing Control R, and I'll try again. What I'll do is I'll put some other name just for ease of tracking. We have that lead over here, and for lead source we haven't got the lead source as well. Okay, now what we can do in this scenario is we can click on the form. We have this debugging field. We can console log what data is going from the framework side to the Salesforce, so we can see if the field is being mapped or not. And we'll go back to the form. We'll do the update test, and this time we'll take a look at the web console so that we can keep a watch on what data is being passed. So we have here a lead source field which is going to web, and we don't have that in the ideally so we don't have it over here. So instead of that, let's try. So some fields act a little weird, the standard field. So what I'll do is instead of that, I'll put source, just source instead of lead source. Okay, and then I'll try it. I'll clear this. Okay, so we have now source. Go back to this. We go to third lead. Okay, so one sec. What we can do instead of that is then add this field. Uh, Localhost. For now, I'll add the captcha that I've selected. Oh, wait a sec. I'll just enter this. Let's see what is the name of that source field over here. It's lead underscore source. Okay. So here's the problem. The field name is lead underscore source, not lead source, as we have in the API name. So this is the problem with the standard fields. I'll show you the custom fields. So what I'll do is I'll go back. I'll go back and put the lead source as lead source instead of what we had over here as lead source. Okay, we are using a different API name over here now. Now let's again run this. Okay, I'm sending the source lead source as web. Now let's look at how it looks in the Salesforce side. We have this record, and we have now this map. Okay. Similarly, so this field is mapped because it has a little different standard field mapping for the web to lead or web to case scenario. Similar thing is happening in web to case as well, but it's not a problem when we create that HTML in Salesforce over here. Uh, Using this web to lead or web to case setup, we can actually grab the name from for standard fields over there. So that's not a problem. Okay, now let me first clear this. I'll quickly show you what things are possible before closing this. Okay, so we are now going to the last part of what configurations we have, which is this security feature, which is enable. We can add captcha key and name that we have configured in Salesforce. I'll just show you that. If I go to include captcha and this, I have this captcha created inside Salesforce. I have used the Google captcha. I can add the name of that captcha and the site key for that captcha over here. And once that is updated, okay, once that is updated, you will be able to see the captcha from Google over here. Now, if I go back and try to submit it without captcha, without captcha, it will give me an error until and unless I complete a captcha. Here's the boring part. Filling up a captcha is actually boring. I'll okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, I am human being. Please. Motorcycle. Happens. I'm actually feeling a lot of capture from the morning. Okay. Uh, then I'll click on send, and this lead should be captured now uh, in our Salesforce instance. Okay. Okay. In this case, also we need to make sure that we are reloading the form. We are not using the old captcha because it has some validations in the backend. I'll do a fresh one. Okay, I'll do a fresh one. Oh God, no, 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 no. Yes, it happens a lot. Hmm. Okay, finally, come at the bottom and see form data is being sent. And let's go back to, okay, so we have got the form. Yeah, we have got the lead inside our Salesforce. As I showed you that we need to reload that form since we have the captcha enabled on that form. And that is how it works for the web to lead scenario. Now what I'll do is I'll show you one more customization that is little different that's possible. If I want to add text on the form, not as an input field, but a display text. I can do that with text paragraph field, and I'll just need to add uh, a message over here. Okay, so I have added this message. Now, if you look at this message, it is getting displayed in a dark text or black text. What I'll do is I'll try to match it in the font colors. This is font color. I'll try to make it little. I'll try to match it with the design that we have. Okay, a little bit darker. Okay, so here is the web to lead form that we have. Now what I can do is if I want to quickly go to web to case, I can just go over here and say web to case. It will again pop up your uh, the web to case fields, but in the design changes that you have done, and only then you have to make the changes that you want. I'll remove this. I'll remove phone. I'll remove company. For status, what I'll do is I'll do hidden. This is a hidden field. Since this is a new case, then priority will start with low priority. Okay, value low priority and make it hidden field again. And voila, we can start with this. We have captcha enabled. We'll just save this and we'll just reload this once again. We have this. Now this is actually a web to case form. For that, we need to first enable web to case. Again, make sure web to case is enabled. We have captcha enabled, so make enable captcha. Okay, now we'll go to cases. We don't have any case. Again, I'll reload once and I'll try to submit a case. I have no issues in life. Yes, this is just an awesome ticket. And I'll again the boring part. Yeah, we have had the bank. Okay, I will send it. I will send it. Okay, we have got the case ideally in our database. Yes, we have got the case. We have got the fields. Okay, so that is something about the web to case. So we saw web to lead and web to case. What is that? I can show you. Okay, and there is one more thing. If we enable Salesforce debugging, you can add an email address. So what will happen over here is once these details are getting sent to Salesforce servers, and if there is any error to process that lead or case on Salesforce side, they will dump you the error with the details that we have sent from framework side on your email address. So you can try this as well if you are trying to debug, but make sure you disable both Salesforce debugging and console debugging when you are live for going we are ready for going live. Okay, yeah, one more thing. I wanted to, yeah, okay, yes, this is what it is for web to lead and web to case. Hope you enjoy it. Connect your framework site now to Salesforce and enjoy doing business. Okay, have a nice day. Bye.